Well, YouTube sure is slow, isn't it? Took it forever to actually give me the live button, and then it took even longer for it to actually start showing up. How's it going, everybody? Are you ready for some more Quake action? Specifically, Dimension of the Machine action. Apparently the Rune is in this level. I may have accidentally figured that out while looking around to get the thumbnail. Oops. I don't deliberately cheat, but sometimes it just sort of happens. You know? Sometimes you just want to no-clip around, find a good spot to take a thumbnail, and then all of a sudden you see things you probably shouldn't have. You understand, right? Yeah, probably. Nobody's even saying anything. I'm just being paranoid for myself. This looks cool, though. Hey, Gary, what's up? Kind of weird how the chat is suddenly at 0. I guess they gave up because it didn't start immediately. Sorry, guys. YouTube was kind of slow on the uptake. I love YouTube. I'm using it, obviously, but it has some quirks, to say the least. But, of course, I can't afford to auto-start because then my internet connection will randomly crap out and have a terrible time here. So I don't want to take any chances. I want to actually test things out before I start them. But unfortunately, it seems there is no perfect solution here. So I guess a minute or two starting late is probably the better solution. It's better than having the stream be bad quality. You know, stutter like crazy because of it not having a good connection, you know? This way, if it actually has a bad connection, I'll catch it before it actually starts. And then I can lower it to 720p or something in the hopes of salvaging it. Because sometimes my internet sucks, to say the least. It should be a lot better. In fact, it usually is a lot better with 1080p 60 frames per second. But you know, sometimes it'll just crap out for no reason. Oh, okay. Okay. It froze there for a second. It was, I guess, just saving sometimes is a problem. But that is a thing for many games, especially the Half-Life 2, the Source engine. It's especially randomly an issue there. Sometimes it'll just straight up cause sound glitches. Although in this case, it seems to be doing it more often. Kind of weird. Hey, buddy. Ooh. Now that's 25. Although, I'm only going to lose 4 points of health. I mean, it's probably not going to make a 4-point difference if I die. That's within the margin of random damage anyway. So if it would have made a difference, it would have made a difference for that. Hello, friend. Besides, me allowing myself to get hit stupidly is causing me far more damage, far more loss in health than just picking up a med kit when you're not perfectly efficient with it. Man, it's like a marathon. But then again, I did say that I figured out that the Rune was on this level, so maybe that's why they're packing so much against me. It's mostly human enemies anyway. Well, you know what I mean, the soldier-type enemies. It's like on Doom. Especially these guys. A lot of hit scans. Excellent. Oh, hey, buddy. Crap, I don't have a rocket launcher. Kind of weird. I just never got one in this particular episode. It didn't last long. There you go. Also, I've decided, well, it's more of a request, really. What I'm going to do after I'm done with this, I'm going to do Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. I think that's what it's called. Anyone familiar with that? Because that's what's coming after this, if anyone's interested. In the meantime, though, it's time for Quake action. Yep. You are familiar with it? Cool. Oh boy. I should quit getting stuck in the boxes. It's just embarrassing. Hey, buddy. Oh, jeez. I keep letting myself get chainsawed by him. I'm not sure which is worse, getting chainsawed by him or getting grenadioed by him. Either way, it does a lot of damage. At least the grenades can be dodged more reliably. I can't seem to ever get away from his chainsaw fast enough. He's a little fast with it, to say the least. I guess he's like the opposite of the Shamblers. With the Ogres, you want to get them outside of chainsaw range, because their melee attack is actually harder to avoid. Whereas with Shamblers, it's basically impossible, unless you get out of their line of sight, to avoid their electric attack. But, yeah. It's actually in your best interest to get them to use Grenadios. At least these can be dodged. Huh, that was funny. I switched to that and then I immediately kill him without even realizing he was there. Okay, that was definitely worth getting. In fact, that didn't even quite restore my health. So you can tell these levels are taking advantage of the fact that it has shadows now. Well, real-time shadows now. Not just baked-in shadows. Because I know old Quake definitely couldn't do that. These levels are made with that in mind, definitely, because you've got things like fans that are casting shadows on everything, and it really looks cool. You like throwing Grenadios everywhere, huh? Say you like it, you son of a bitch. You straight up bastard, you. Bastard, 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 yeah. Come on. OBS didn't want me to switch to it for some reason. Or maybe Quake was just taking control. I don't know. One of them was messing up. Still though, this looks really good. In fact, when I did the first live stream of these 2 episodes, or I guess 2 expansion packs, since they have their own episodes, or at least this one has its own episodes within it, chapter, whatever you want to call it. When I first started live streaming, which wasn't that long ago, I didn't even notice that this was a remaster. Because honestly, the assets, they still look classic Quake, but enhanced. I guess it's like Ocarina of Time 3DS, which, funnily enough, I did a review of. If you weren't looking for it, you might not even realize that it got changed. Unless you do a direct comparison, then you realize, holy crap, this is actually quite a bit different. You know? It really is rose-colored glasses to some extent, because when you see something like this and it still looks of a classic style, your rose-colored glasses take over, and you fail to realize that there's actually been a significant change. Because your memory isn't going to be perfect. Your memory seems to remember things as being better than they actually are. At least that's how I see it. Until you actually go back to it and you realize just how blocky and outdated some things were. Hey, buddy. And I like it. I like it like that. That definitely shows you that it's the right way to do a remaster and a remake. You make it improved enough that you could tell just by looking at both of them that it's substantially better, but not so much that you couldn't sort of fool yourself into thinking that it always looked like that, because it's basically just in its ultimate form, if that makes any sense. Because some remakes do go too far, and then they just ruin the style that the original was going for. It's better to have a bit of a balancing act in that regard, I think. You want to keep the original charm, but just make it look that much better. And the fact that it still looks pixelated also helps. I guess maybe you could say it's almost as if Quake got onto a higher graphical setting. But obviously, these kind of graphics wouldn't be possible even on higher-end computers at the time. It's like ultra high graphics. Hey, buddy. Sort of like if someone made a mod intentionally trying to overblow what computers could do. Yeah, exactly. It takes the style, the charm of it, but it just makes it look better. You don't want to mess with the aesthetic. Not to mention, I'm very grateful when it comes to making thumbnails. From now on, any Quake videos that I actually do will have much better avatars than the thumbnails. Son of a bitch. I get so distracted by the nostalgia trip that I got my ass kicked. I'm gonna blame it on that. As my lack of skill certainly isn't to blame here. No, sir. I will never blame myself. Even though I just did. Literally just now. Shh. No one must know. Hey, buddy. Good to see you again. Yep. Prick. Well, that was a bit of a waste, but whatever. I just don't want to go through that again. Best to use the nails on the ghost, though, because they tend to be evasive for some reason. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm doing substantially worse this time. I guess I'm just a little bit more on edge this time. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. There. Although I already killed them anyway. It's what came afterwards that was destroying me. These bastards here. I need to be prepared for them. Quit going on a nostalgia trip until after they're dead. Anyway, what I was going to say is, from now on, whenever I do Quake videos, the thumbnails are going to have much better avatars because now they're actually bone animated. Not to mention there's actually enough polygons there that it doesn't completely turn to soup when I move the arms around. Because that does happen. With the original Quake models, like the Ranger model that I tended to use, it was so low poly that the second you basically tried to move the arms around, it would basically just be, it's hard to explain, just slopes. It just looks really, really bad. There's no proper deformation. It just makes it look like his arms are stretching and being deformed horrifically. Basically, it makes you feel sorry for the Ranger. Ah, that was great. Gotta love when you do enough damage to giblet something. Especially when you do it by accident. Okay, yeah, I got the key. Right. That's why it was returning me here. You know, it's actually pretty fitting that the Imp song is playing for this, because this is one giant base. Oh, no. I didn't even realize he was here. Son of a bitch. Whenever you get taken by surprise by an asshole. Bastard. I hate these guys. I think those guys might just be the worst. At least until I find another enemy, then I'm going to declare them the worst, because that's how it works. Whatever enemy is currently annoying me is the worst. That's basically how it goes. He's pretty much up there in general, though. Because he's a dick. I better be careful. I don't know if those fans... Well, actually, there are structures in place preventing you from going into the fans anyway, but for some reason I was paranoid about being shredded by the fans. Because that's a thing that would happen in other games, to be sure. Wasn't sure if that was the thing here or not, though. Clearly not. I was being paranoid. Notice how big this is, though? And the Imps song, which is basically what's playing, E1M2's music, it's actually very fitting here because this is a giant-ass base, which is sort of like E1M2. Especially that area where you can go out and get the chain gun and the soul sphere look like a bigger base. Just fits, I think. Freaking fiends. So both those doors open elsewhere. Well, I've got something to look forward to, don't I? Definitely save the nails for these guys. If at all possible. And everything else gets a shotgun to the face. Oh, I see. Okay then. I don't think it's actually my keyboard. I think that's legitimately a quirk with Quake for some reason. Whenever it gets disrupted by something, it will continue holding down the input like this until I actually press it again, and then it unsticks it, so to speak. That doesn't really happen in other circumstances, so I don't think it's my keyboard, like I thought it was. It only seems to happen with Quake. It's rather peculiar. I mean, otherwise I'd be typing something out on a website and it would happen, but that isn't the case. It's pretty much just with Quake. Shortcut unlocked. Awesome. I do love it when shortcuts open up, as I've mentioned in Metroidvania-type games. Not necessarily Metroidvania games, but, you know, like Zelda. It even has that. Actually, can Zelda be counted as Metroidvania? That's something that I just thought about. Hey, Gary, would you consider Zelda to be a Metroidvania? I mean, if you think about it, it has the same mechanisms where you grab items and then they also serve as keys, in addition to being used for combat. I mean, that's basically what Metroidvania is. I think it could be. It's like how some people consider Zelda a JRPG. You could probably make a case for it being both, even though people don't really associate it with that, typically. Something to think about, though, I think. It's just something people don't tend to call it. The definitions can be a little weird. Then again, some people probably wouldn't consider Portal a first-person shooter, even though it's in first person and technically you're shooting things. You're shooting portals. You're not killing things like you would expect in an FPS, but you are shooting things and it's in first person. I don't know, what people consider to be the definitions of things is confusing to me. Definitely a non-violent first-person shooter. Puzzler. Okay, I take it back. I'm going to use nails for ghosts and fiends. And probably shamblers. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why that I thought I could cut up some boards with the axe, but it just seemed right. Maybe I'm thinking of The Shining too much. I was trying to make my own Here's Johnny moment. Didn't quite work out. Because in Quake, this is treated as a wall, and I finally got a rocket launcher. Hooray! I'm probably going to lose it immediately, at least once I beat the level, because then it just goes back to the hub, and then you lose all your weapons, but hey, it's pleasurable while I got it, so I should probably make use of it. Ah, look, I'm on the other side of that. I see that brick joke paid off, didn't it? There you go, buddy. Ah, darn it. He didn't. Yeah, see, they're immune to splash damage when they're on the ground. It's so annoying. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm surprised there's nobody here. I guess nobody's that interested. I mean, I'm interested. I'm very interested. Oh, crap. These bastards again. That took me by surprise. I kind of panicked there, not gonna lie. Piece of crap. Damn you. Ah, shit. I'm gonna die horribly if I don't have some kind of strategy here. Okay. I need to use cover to my advantage to try to lure its projectile. Or just shoot it down before it has a chance to even fire on me. I mean, that works too, right? It's a valid strategy, I think. That's possible. But I can never say for sure. That could be it. Who knows? Oh boy. I can't tell you though, I think I'm actually happy that I switched the reviews and news videos to Thursday. It actually fits much better into the swing of things. Because if I'm being honest, that schedule wasn't working out the best for me, especially with news videos. Because that's the thing, with news videos, you can't really complete them ahead of time. With a review, you could complete it ahead of time easily, because unless I review a game that just came out, I've got all the time in the world. I could finish it a week in advance, and you guys probably wouldn't even know. But with the news, it kind of has to remain topical, so by necessity, I can't make it too fast. So I never have that much time ahead of time. So Thursday just works so much better for me. I mean, I could make one Thursday and one Sunday, but I'm not going to do both in just 1 week. It would have to alternate. And yeah, that would be a little bit too much, so both Thursdays good. Hopefully that works for everybody else. Besides, it's a scheduled recording. It's not like you have to actually watch it when it premieres. I don't even do premieres. Although I wonder if I should. I wonder if I should do premieres for any of my videos. Apparently that's a thing. YouTube has this thing where once a video uploads, you can make it a sort of premiere where it basically live streams itself. If that makes any sense. Basically the live stream is just playing back the video. It's sort of a pseudo live stream kind of thing. Or obviously I wouldn't be reacting in the video, but I could sort of chat in the live chat. Live. Or about as close to it. Oh, jeez. Okay, did not expect that at all. Ah. I figured you might have. I mean, I know other people have most likely done it by now. I just never have yet. I'm not sure if I would. If it would be worth it. How many people would actually want to see such a thing? But it could be interesting to at least do a few times. Once or twice, maybe. I hate these things. Revenants on steroids. Because at least with Revenants, you can throw off their projectiles so much easier. With these guys, unless you're directly behind a projectile, you pretty much have them following you around corners. It's really bothersome. See, look at that. I basically just gave up and let it hit me in the face. Thankfully, I don't have that much damage inflicted on me. Wow, jeez. This place is falling apart. That must have been a load-bearing key or something, you know? It's crazy. There you go, baby. Nice for you. Boom. Ooh, now I'm definitely not taking that much damage when I can get my health back like this. I mean, granted, it is pretty cool that the environment is changing itself around like that. That's another thing that I love seeing in games like this. Violations everywhere. Anyway, I love seeing that in games like this where the environment just morphs itself as you play. It's so cool. If it's a completely different looking level as it was when you started, that is amazing to me. Especially if it unlocks shortcuts and things like that. If the environment morphs in such a way that it allows you to access something that you couldn't before, so cool. Anywho, time to mosey on to my next destination. Let's see how much longer of this I have to go through. I'm so glad I have rockets. Their primitive little grenades just bounce around and unpredictably and unreliably try to hit their target. Rocket launcher, it shoots straight. I want a straight answer. And that straight answer is this. I don't want to beat around the ground. I'm gonna give it to him straight. Straight shooter, the one might say. Literally. Darn it, I'm out of nails. I can't nail him to the ground. I'll just have to blow him away. How unfortunate for them. Instead of merely being nailed to the wall, Killer Queen will have to touch them. And it won't be pleasant. Damn you. Jeez. It's gonna take to kill you already. Oh boy. He actually tried to hit me with his chainsaw. What an asshole. I mean, I know I've been killing them in various horrific ways, but what an asshole. How dare he? How very dare he? Is there nothing here? Man, that sucks. I was kind of hoping there'd be a secret here, you know? Just, for my efforts. But I guess it's not going to happen, is it? Meh. I guess not. Well, at least I unlocked another shortcut, so that's always good. Although I think that enemy was actually coming from above, which means I'm going to be meeting him soon enough. Maybe I should quit wasting nails. Shortcut unlocked. Cool. Just shortcuts everywhere. It's almost like Oprah. You get a shortcut, and you get a shortcut. Everybody gets a shortcut. At least I can go back to several places in the level if I want to. Ooh, look at that, it's the Rune. I knew that this was here. I told you that when I got the thumbnail, I kind of no-clipped. Okay. You got to disable all 4 of them, so there is a bit of work to be done before you actually can get to it. Makes sense. So you're not going to get it immediately. That's why this is the finale level for this episode. You got to go through quite a trek in order to get to it. But that's fine. I'm used to it. To boldly go where no ranger has gone before. Woo, 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 woo. This isn't Star Trek. We don't solve our problems with talking it out in poetry recitals. We talk our things out with guns. And apparently swords. But what kind of idiot brings a sword to a gunfight? Well, apparently that idiot right there. Although maybe he has a point considering he's actually kicking my ass with it. So maybe I'm the foolish one, bringing a gun to a sword fight. Who knows? Electrode disabled. Cool. Luckily, all the other ones seem to be pretty close here. Damn you. Well, there's no sense in holding back, is there? Once I get the Rune, it's pretty much all over. Or, you know, once I get it and leave with it. So unless there's something monstrous that I have to face at the end of this, which there very well could be, There might be a boss. They don't happen very often in Quake, but they do happen sometimes. Actually, knowing my luck, I'd have to face a Shambler or two. But in any case, another electrode disabled. Only one of them remains. Yeah, I told you I'd have to face a Shambler at one point, just not this soon. I didn't know that. There you go, you jackass. Okay. Judging by the fact that it was giving me ammo, I'm going to assume power harvester controls unlocked. It was harvesting that rune for power. Makes sense, I guess. The infernal spike descends. Oh, it's not over yet, is it? We gotta fight for it. Let's see how much farther we have to go down into the pits of hell. Oh, okay, cool. It stopped here. I was actually kind of worried there for a second. But it's fine. It should be fine. Grab the rune. You got the rune of blacksmith. Oh, no, I was right. Let's see how you like getting hit with your weapon. Now you get nailed to the wall, Betty boy. Bitch. Man, that did a number on me. It's a good thing this episode is essentially over and it won't matter anyway. Heh. And yet, for some reason, I still feel compelled to look around for items that I'm probably not even going to need anyway. Oh well. At least I've got just enough health left that I could probably tank a hit or two just in case there's a fight on the way out. Told ya. It's a good thing, huh? Ah, jeez. How many more enemies are left? I mean, at least I got it. Oh, shortcut. I guess it's not going to be that easy, is it? Not in the slightest. Another Shambler? Really? You bastard? You dick? And of course the you goddamn son of a bitch. I hate those things. I think they're my least favorite enemy. Even more than Shamblers and everything else. Are you for fucking real? Somehow a pixel! It misses him by a goddamn pixel, and it misses him entirely. Gotta be really precise, apparently. But all he has to do is look in your general direction, and he has your ass. 'Cause, you know, that's fair. And quickly, too. That guy's a son of a bitch. In so many ways. He may not be the worst enemy, because I think I've determined that these guys are actually worse. By quite a bit. Oh. It fell in there, did it? Huh. Well. Get screwed. I don't really care for you anymore. I just want to get the hell out of here. Oh, great. You gotta fight for it. Oh no, there's more of them! You son of a bitch! This is ridiculous, man. Quite ridiculous indeed. Here you go. I'm just gonna throw grenades rapidly everywhere and hope everything dies except for me. Is that cool with everybody if I just do that? You understand, considering what I'm going through. Oh boy. You son of a bitch. Huh. Oh shit. Oh god. I realized it was there just as I was firing. If only I had the impulse control to not fire just then. Well, at least that was a pretty funny moment to end on. I mean, to save on, to freeze frame on. That was kind of funny, actually. Just freeze framing it as his head flies through the air route like that. Can't wait to see what else comes into play. Only one more to go. You've opened the exit. Okay, is this the actual exit? Oh, return to the machine. So, I basically wasted that. With the heat of the Rune of Blacksmiths in your hand, you leave the smoldering ruins of this cursed realm behind you. The doomed denizens remaining will be fighting over the scraps of this dying world for some time yet. You hope that by collecting all the arcane runes, you may return home and save yourself from a similar fate. That's fun. Okay, only one more episode to go. We're in the home stretch, baby. Let's hope so. 2 runes, 1 to go. Yeah, at least I think so. This is the realm of stonemasons. Fiendish traps and dark halls. Can't wait. Should be fun. Oh, jeez. Wasn't lying about that. Holy crap. I didn't realize this was poisonous. I guess I should have realized that. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back. This time I'm actually gonna try to avoid taking damage, if you can believe it. Keyword try. Jackass. I think I'm actually taking more damage this time because I didn't get away from them fast enough. Nice music. Then again, I chose it. Doom music is always nice, isn't it? E1M6, I think it's central processing. Very nice. Die, you son of a bitch. Thank you in the hell and down in there. I don't really care if I am singing horribly. I don't know why I felt the need to sing, but whatever. Enjoy hell. There's enough green radiation that it looks like Doom. Then again, I just relate everything to Doom, it seems. Given that it's called the Dimension of the Machine, it's either Doom or it's Quake 2. And I like Doom a lot more thematically speaking than Quake 2. Quake 2 is fun, but not the most creative in terms of design ideas. It's pretty much just discount Borg. Let's be real. Whoever came up with Quake 2 was not the most creative. It was pretty much just the Borg, but more generic. Look at that, super shotgun. Let me go get it, if I can. Yeah, there's probably a secret. There's probably a secret somewhere. Oh, shit. Bastard. Quake 2 has less Eldritch and more sciencey element to it. Yeah, the problem, though, is that has far less room for creativity, I think. With Quake 2/4, it's pretty much just, you know, robots. Quake 4 at least really played up the Borg element, especially the Strogification. That's probably the most creative thing that was done with the concept. But I'd still rather have something like Quake 1 where it's Eldritch Abominations, because then there's a lot more potential for that. Because then you can make anything a dimension. You can even have a science dimension. This is basically called the Dimension of the Machine. So, yeah, I agree. I like the Quake 1 style. In fact, you could easily do both of them. You could just say that Strog are one of the dimensions. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? If you've got all these Eldritch Nightmare dimensions, then you can make one of them just the Strog. There's a dimension in which there is Borg-type creatures that assimilate everything into their ranks. And there you go. It could just be part of the bigger whole instead of basically just all there is. Just seems better in my opinion. But then again, what do I really know? Oh boy. Thank God I found some health. I was looking a little green around the gills. Or I guess the proper way to say it is red. I've been seeing a lot of red lately. And much like a bull, it's really pissing me off. Although apparently bulls are colorblind. They just go towards moving objects. At least that's what I heard. I might have remembered that wrong. That was certainly the popular belief. Well, I mean, it was the popular belief that they actually saw red as any different. But I think it's actually that they are aggroed by the movement itself. Hey, buddy. Even though they have projectiles, they're still pretty annoying. Okay, there we go. Excellent. That's nice. Freaking dogs. At least they aren't like the Quake 2 dogs. You know, where they just have a parasite on you. Or I guess it's not even considered a dog, it's just called a parasite itself, but let's be real, it's dog-styled. It's shaped like a dog. Which is still a shame. So at least these dogs aren't like that. These dogs are more like the dogs from Wolfenstein 3D. Where they're pretty much dogs that bite you. Like normal dogs tend to do. Not latch their tongue out at you. And try to drain you. Like some kind of freaky alien dog. Uh-oh. Freaking ogres. Get out of me, swamp! Okay, buddy. Why don't you take a chill pill? You want to mess with me, huh? I can dodge your shots. Can you say the same about me? Well, you could, theoretically, but will you? No. Okay, where do I go next? Ooh, pretty cool. Looks like the Return to Castle Wolfenstein logo, actually. Maybe that's intentional. Oh, I see. I was so distracted by the ogre here that I didn't even realize. Those move up and down. Almost like platforms. Go figure. Anywho. Excellent. Doom actually had a lot of that too. Well, I didn't find the one in the secret, but I did find one, so who really cares? Make a difference? Oh no, Shamblers? This early on? You know this episode is going to take the piss when it's got Shamblers this freaking soon. You know this level is going to take a gallon of piss and then some when it has Shamblers this fucking soon. I'm barely even equipped, let alone for this. How the hell am I supposed to deal with two of them? Okay. And I got pumped into the poison. I did not realize that was a thing that could happen. Douchebag. Dick. I gotta use cover for one and try to bait the other one into meleeing me. That's my only hope of survival. Okay. At least now I got some reprieve. Except now I got a goddamn grenader coming after me. What a douche. What kind of douchery is this? This episode is trying to kill me. For real. Straight up. What was that? No, really, what in the hell was that? That was messed up is what it is. First level. And I gotta go through that. Does not bode well for the rest of the level, and I can't even get through here without grabbing that biosuit for some reason. Thank you, okay. I just wanted to grab that. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to grab the freaking health without having to go into the timer of the biosuit and working against that, because I'm pretty sure if I try to go against that kind of timer, it'll just make me even more skittish. Thank you. That's all I want. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you being ever so slightly generous. Oh, okay. Freaking piranhas. Douchebag. Thankfully, I've got a biosuit now. I can go through here without taking damage for a little bit. I love the refraction effect. And that wasn't even just part of the remaster, although the remaster might have improved the quality of it. That was in the original Quake too. Also, I mean... Oh, no. Okay, good. There's another environmental suit. Thank God. That would have been messed up. Taking mandatory damage is what I hate. Which is why I wasn't really a big fan of that boss on Painkiller, mandating that you take damage from outside of the actual enemy. Not my style, man. I take enough damage as it is just from enemies. Do you want me to take mandatory damage from elsewhere, like fall damage and poison? That'd be messed up, man. I'm just saying. I cannot afford that. Not in the slightest. I'll be deader than Elvis if that happens. But thankfully, that is not the case. Hell, they stuck 2 shamblers after me, and yes, I will continue to remind people of that fact. Because, seriously, it's the first level. Chill a little. Although, I don't remember if the original Quake's 4th episode did that soon. But that should tell you something. That this seems to be for the, I don't know, the most experienced Quake goers. So I guess it makes sense to some degree. But still. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Not in the slightest. Okay, these douchebags again. That's fine, though. That is perfectly fine with me. You want to get in my way? What am I doing? I just switched to the regular shotgun. I must be out of my damn mind. Then again, it does fire faster, so it might work better against some enemies. Depending on things. Not against these guys, though. They're like tanks. Seriously, for real. Okay, buddy. What the hell? Oh, jeez. Talk about a real pain to the face. The facial region there. Oh, boy. A shambler, too? Another fucking shambler, huh? What an ass. Seriously, what is your problem? You have problems, man. Guy who made this level, he got problems, I think. Or maybe that's just me that has problems. I've got enemy problems. Enemies killing me problems. Someone has problems here, and I don't think it's me. Seriously, what kind of messed up, masochistic crap? Or I guess in the level designer's case, it's sadism, since it's for someone else to play through. But then again, in my case, it would be masochism that I'm still playing through it. So I guess it's a little bit of both. I guess you can say Quake is the ultimate of S&M. Maybe tough games in general. Tough video games are almost like S&M because whoever made it is the sadist and whoever is playing it is the masochist. Especially with certain games. Douchebag. Speaking of sadism, this douchebag right here. There you go, buddy. Oh, jeez. How do you like it, huh? Say you like it. You basted. Didn't like it very much, did you? Too bad. Now you know how I feel. You douche. Oh well, enough complaining and time to get to it. For some reason that caught my eye because it seemed to glow. Probably nothing important though. Too bad it didn't. Too bad it didn't explode in his face. That would have been hilarious. Imagine if you could get a grenade to just bounce off the wall and hit him right in the face. That would be hilarious. I don't know if it'd actually do anything to him, at least directly. But it would be funny. I think it only does splash damage to them, though. I don't think it actually goes off. It hits them. Not their own shots, anyway. There you go, buddy. Thank you. Thank you so much. What are 5 points? Wait a minute. Oh, hey, Doomslayer. Good to see you again, man. How's it going? I just realized there's a secret right here. Oh, okay. I can't get to it. I guess it really is a secret. Bigger secret than I thought. Oh no, zombies. Zombie time! Well, if we're gonna do zombies, we're gonna do this properly. And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just... oh, shit. And I'm gonna burn my legs off because the acid in the suit ran out at the worst possible time. Anyway, as I was saying, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You know, that chainsaw's not going to work on him. You got to use something explodey. I mean, you've got a freaking grenade launcher. Use it, you dumbass. Oh, just a little tired, huh? That's fine. Hope, you can manage to feel less tired. If you don't have time to sleep, then, caffeine might help. Or just exercise. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Heh. Oh, jeez. I probably should not have grabbed that so soon. Oh, well. Oh, shit. Great. Now, not only did I grab that, but now I'm in a very precarious situation here. Damn. If only I could just jump through here. Okay, I can. Awesome. Oh, no. Shamblers again? How many Shamblers are they going to stick against me on the first level? That seems a little douchey. I saw a cat picture instead of just 7 of each gender. Huh. Okay, then. Anyway. Jeez. Whoever made this level has no freaking chill whatsoever. It's the first level of this particular episode, and I've had to face at least 5 Shamblers so far. There usually isn't that much in earlier episodes of Quake. Another one! What do you know? That's great. Glad that that's a thing. And 7! Jeez Louise. You think you got enough Shamblers here? Especially when it's 2 at once. It's especially bad. Okay. Fair enough. Also, anywho, I was a little distracted there. Jeez. In the original, it was 2 of 7s, not just 2 of every kind of animal. Well then. Frick. I'm not quite certain on that, but I can't really look it up to dispute that, so I will just leave that uncontested for now. Whew, okay, cool. Yeah, I played through Scourge of Armageddon too. I think it was one of the ones that I actually did for the panorama thing that I did with the fisheye mod. It was really cool. I should do more Let's Plays like that, just randomly here and there. Because I think it really did give me a sort of edge over other people who record Let's Plays, because how often is there a Let's Play where you can actually pan around the video around the game shot while you're watching it? If that makes any sense. The closest thing that I've seen to it was, I think Markiplier did a panorama shot, but that was basically just a panoramic shot around his room. So you could look at his computer and see what he's playing, and you could look around and see him, but... and that has a charm to it, too. I understand if you're a webcam Let's Player, but what mine basically was you could pan around the game itself. Like, while I'm doing this, at any time, you could... crap, I'm forgetting what words are. You could slide across the touchscreen on a phone or the mouse and basically just look around this as it's moving along. I thought that was a really cool gimmick. One that I should consider revisiting. I wonder if I could actually live stream it like that. Can you imagine? I wonder if you could add metadata to it in real time. If you could, then I could probably live stream something in Panorama. Can you imagine that? How awesome would that be? But I already basically said that I would live stream Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. I think that's what it's called. So once I'm done with this, I will be doing that. And then maybe I'll go back to Quake, and maybe I'll attempt to do Panorama live streams. How cool would that be? Ouch. Damn it. Okay, I'm I'm a little distracted. When I start getting into a topic, I'm glad you think so. Well, shit. You gotta do it fast. Otherwise you get crushed. Evidently that is a risk factor. Maybe if I go over here... Or not! I'll just get crushed either way the second it starts moving. Maybe it's because I was under the switch and that technically counted. Okay, awesome. That's how you gotta do it. Anywho. I am interested in trying that, just to see if I can. You gotta love the HUD face when it does this. It's amazing. Well, that's one nice thing. This allows me to get up close to them before I shoot them. Basically, the best possible solution, the best possible place to use the super shotgun. Although apparently they can hear me. Because the second I start, they all get aggroed. Scourge of Arm, again, your best bet is to use the axe, the shotgun, or the Mulliner. Possibly. Oh yeah, I remembered in one episode, you basically had nothing and you had... Crap, what are they called? Vors? You basically had a Vors on the first level at one point. I remember that. Oh yeah, gremlins. They were little bastards. I don't think I've ever actually had them steal my weapons, though. I mean, I love to use the double barrel like it's going out of style, but they never really get close enough to me to actually steal my weapon. I'm sure they could, but in my experience, it was easy enough to avoid them that you almost have to go out of your way to see that part of them, I think. But I'm sure some other people might have had problems with them. Jeez Louise, I think that's 8. I'm pretty sure that's 8 shamblers now. Do you think you got enough shamblers, buddy? I wonder if the rune is at the end of this level, if it's just one long level. Because if so, that would actually make sense. That would actually justify the extreme amount of freaking shamblers everywhere. 9! Now, pardon me if I'm sounding like a certain someone from the downfall of blank, hate liar, but 9! 9 shamblers. Do I hear 10? Yeah, I know. I know, Thomas. But like I said, I never really got close enough to them, at least for an extended period, to allow them to actually steal any of my weapons. I remember they had one unique property that made them harder to kill, I think, but the actual stealing weapon part, I never really had them do. Because they have to basically get up close to you, and they actually move pretty slow. Oh, I see, Doomslayer. So basically, for your experience, they turned into ogres, just without the chainsaw. But yeah. I guess it's one of those things where you have to let them get close to you, and because they move so slow, it's actually pretty easy to not let them get close to you. Then again, you move around like a cheetah. Oh, wait. Maybe instead of moving forward quite so soon, maybe I should check things out a bit. See if I can try to get up to places first. Because I took a little bit of damage here. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I'm going the wrong way. What the hell am I doing? I said I'm going to check things out, then I immediately go to the exit because I sort of forgot that that was the way to the exit, not the way out of the exit. But anyway, yeah, I guess it just depends. Some enemies are going to give some people more trouble than others. It's funny because it implies they're not worthy. Yeah, they're not worthy of the hammer, alright. Well, they're little gremlins. You think they'd be worthy of a freaking hammer like that? Unless I'm mistaken, especially with Thor's hammer, which is named that, you have to have some kind of a pure heart to use it. Those little bastards aren't pure of heart, I can tell you that. Those little shits wouldn't be worthy to pick up a toothpick, let alone wall near. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it properly, but whatever. You get my point. They aren't worthy to pick up a toothpick. They certainly couldn't pick up King Arthur's sword. I'll tell you that much. Let's see, though. Maybe I should have actually unlocked that door. I mean, I still can. But it probably would have been better if I'd done it sooner. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. That's why I didn't do it before. Yeah, that makes sense. It was a secret. A secret to nobody but me, because I am oblivious. I wonder if that glowing spot actually symbolizes something. Or if I'm just overthinking things, as I tend to do. Is there anything in that acid? I'm gonna guess no. Ah! There's death in that acid. Unfortunately, I wasn't looking for death. Of course, as Seymour likes to say, death awaits you. But I'm definitely not awaiting it. That's for sure. At least I got some armor, so that's better than nothing, I think. I should probably leave while I'm ahead. While I have a head. Real shame I can't get up there, though. I mean, I could, but I'd have to rocket jump, and it's not worth it. Huh, I wonder if I can do it like this. Maybe I can strafe. Damn it. For some reason, when you go downstairs, it makes you not want to jump. And it just ruins everything. I think for some reason they know that. You ever play Arcane Dimensions? I think I have. Don't quote me on that, but I think I've done that before. I just don't remember specifically. Oh, okay, that's how you get up here. Cool. Nope, that's how you get up there. Not up there, but, you know, it was close. It was a nice try. It was enough to show me that it was futile from the start. Now this is what you were meant to do. Or not. Maybe there was nothing here. Oh, I played Redneck Rampage. Huh. I didn't think it was too bad. Ooh, nice! I get the Thunderbolt. Well, they may have stuck me against 9 freaking Shamblers in one damn level, but at least they gave me their weapon. That's the least they can do. For real, man. Wonder how many other levels are in this episode. Because there's a lot more of this episode left, and I may end up doing another live stream of Quake, so the person who wants me to do Stalker may have to wait even longer, depending on things. Yeah, I can't determine these things. I would have done it in a Let's Play slot, but he specifically wanted it to be a live stream, so... Hey. How come I can't make it hit them? That sucks. Oh, shit. Make it explode. Thank you. You can eventually trip them up, but it's a lot harder. It could have been better. The controls are definitely in need of improvement. It wasn't the worst, though. There have definitely been worse things made with the build engine. Rest assured. Goddamn Shamblers! I hate those fuckers. They're the worst. Okay, not the absolute worst, but they're in the top 5 at least of top worst enemies. Biggest dicks. Vors, the Slimes, and Shamblers are in the top 3, certainly. These guys aren't so bad. The Explodey Slimers, yeah, the Vors, top 3. What do you know? I get to face 2 of them at once. There. Now I can be better prepared for the Shambler when it appears, probably. Damn it. Never mind, because it was still alive. Douchebag. Okay, there we go. Now, wherever the Shambler is, maybe I can be better prepared. Freaking asshat. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's been a while since I played Redneck Rampage, but I don't remember the double barrel shotgun and whether it was good or not. Then again, maybe Redneck Rampage just wasn't that memorable to me. Either way, for good or bad. It's got good humor, definitely. At least I think so. I gotta bait him into trying to melee me. That's my best bet. When he uses his lightning, it's pretty much a guaranteed hit because he's a dick. Unless you are really fast with getting behind cover. As you can tell, I am not. But yeah, I figured its best asset was its humor. Besides, it's still far better than Country Redneck, so sadly, Redneck Rampage, when it comes to first-person shooters that have you star a redneck in a country setting, Redneck Rampage is at least the best by far, because Country and Country Justice, whatever the hell that abomination was, that thing is far worse. I can tell you that. Oh, the vertical spread is wide. I guess that makes sense. That would be a problem. But yeah, have you ever seen Country Justice? Man. Looks more like a really bad tech demo. It shouldn't be anything anyone should ever have to pay for. In fact, when I wanted to try it just for fun, I guess my computer was trying to spare me because it wouldn't even let the game run. Because I was doing a month in April called the Month of the Fool, where I was just doing the most infamously bad games ever. And I was able to do things like, what's it called? Over the Big Rigs. Probably one of the worst games ever, in a funny way. Like, so bad it's hilarious. I was able to do that, but for some reason I couldn't do Country Justice. Maybe it was trying to spare me from the pain. Then there's the fact you have to tap for single barrel and hold for double. Huh, I don't remember that. Weird. Like I said, I don't remember much. I kind of just forgot. Admittedly, it is the weaker of the build engine games. Outpaced by Shadow Warrior, Duke 3D, and... what was that other one? Oh, Blood. Blood, Shadow Warrior, and Duke 3D are certainly much better Source engine games than Redneck Rampage. But at least it had humor. Oh, but it did get the best sequel. Maybe. One more to go. Okay, I'd rather deal with you than the freaking Shambler. You seem like a better sense of progression. An enemy of rising threats. Much rather deal with him. Seems these lifts are impeded in one way or another. It's kind of interesting. Uh-oh. Okay, then. Huh. That might be a problem. Wait, what the hell? How do you get up there? Oh, I see. I get how this works now. You gotta go all the way up here as it's slowly lowering. Bingo. Makes sense, I think. Sequence complete. That's great. That's just fantastic. Bingo. Oh boy. Now there's two of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Duke Nukem will live in infamy forever, while Blood 2 was very much big rigs and FPS. I think you mean fame. Or do you mean Duke Nukem Forever? Because if you're talking about Duke Nukem Forever, I can understand, but I don't think Duke Nukem is in infamy. Not Duke 3D, especially. That's the good one. In fact, I would say the one Duke Nukem game that I would consider to be worthy as a successor to Duke 3D is Duke Nukem 0 Hour. Because that one's really good. Not perfect, the third-person mechanics aren't quite as sharp as Duke 3D, but I still enjoyed the hell out of it. Really fun. Especially because with Project 64 you can mouse aim it. Really made it a lot better. Although if there was a way to do Duke Nukem 0 Hour with proper Duke 3D first-person models, I know you can do it in first-person, but the lack of first-person models makes it weird. Like a rail gunner. Like a light gun game. Damn, he keeps dodging my shots. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or if it's just... I think he might have the capacity for dodging shots. That can't be a coincidence. Oh, okay. Fair enough, I guess. But, yeah. I choose to not focus on Duke Nukem Forever. The proper sequel to Duke 3D is Duke Nukem 0 Hour, in my opinion. Really good. I don't know. I thought it would work. I didn't realize that he just straight up sidesteps attacks. I mean, I know he's managed... I know grenades have managed to miss him before, but I didn't know that it was deliberate. I thought maybe it was a coincidence, but now that I'm seeing it up close in a straight hallway like this, I'm realizing that maybe it's not a coincidence and he's actually sidestepping my attacks. Shit. Come on, you bastard. You dick. I didn't realize they actually had the ability to sidestep your attacks. Oh, they take half damage from explosives. Well, keep in mind that I don't have many options here. I don't even have the... Okay, I do have that, but still. I wanted to get rid of them as quickly as possible because these guys piss me off. And this episode is spamming them out like it's freaking crazy. Like it's Christmas. So it's actually starting to get to me. But for God's sake. I'm just getting a little flustered here from the fact that it just seems to be spamming out shamblers left and right. I mean, come on. Have a more organic way of introducing challenge than just spamming out shamblers, because that just gets annoying after a while. Obvious Beta does not begin to cover it. Yeah, I know. I think they had to change a lot of things too. I hear that because of the way things went, the other character's side story was basically chopped up. That they were supposed to be... I know there's another character besides Caleb that you were supposed to play as. In fact, I tried to play as Blood. I tried to play Blood 2 also for that month, but for some reason Blood 2 kept crashing on me, and I decided it wasn't worth the effort. Even though I ended up playing Sonic Boom, that Wii U game, and emulation was a bit rough at the time. But hey, at least it worked. At least it actually ran. So, you know. Ah, right. I know it was supposed to have full stories for both of them, but I guess because of development time, they basically butchered the hell out of the other one's story. So I think Caleb was the only one that actually got any real amount of story to him. I think it was a female character that was supposed to be the other one, that was supposed to also have her own story. Maybe go against Caleb or something. I don't remember. All I know is that because of time development, the other character's storyline got basically butchered to hell and back. Not to mention, the game just looks generic as hell. I mean, with Blood 1, it's very much a parody of horror movies. It really leans into that. That's basically its charm, but for Blood 2, it's like subway trains and other crap. It's like they didn't have any time to come up with anything. Not even horror movie references, really. They should have planned this out. Maybe the house on Elm Street as a reference, you know, from the original Friday, no, not Friday, 13, Nightmare on Elm Street. What I'm saying. Singular gun also had a secondary fire at one point. I see. Like I said, I tried to play Blood 2, but I couldn't because it just had problems. Maybe I should be grateful. Although I don't know for sure. It would have been interesting to try, though, if it had actually worked. But sadly, it did not. I haven't tried to use basically a DX window program. I use that for Painkiller. It forces older games into a windowed mode. That basically crashed. Even when I did what people suggested to do to get the game to run, it pretty much straight up crashed still. It was very unfortunate. Phew, okay. Obviously, this is just here for a breathing hole. Oh, crap. And of course, because Quake likes to stick keys sometimes, yay. Anywho. Now we're talking. Oh, no. Shit. I was doing it up the stairs, so of course it didn't work. Damn. There's only so many of these that I can have against me before I'm inevitably going to take some hits. Damn it. All of them at goddamn once. Jeez Louise. The singularity. I wouldn't know. Son of a bitch. I need to take cover here. To avoid getting too many of their projectiles on me at once, because if there are enough of them following you, it's just straight up a death sentence. Give me the rocket launcher. Thank you. So much better than trying to grenade them to death. Okay, cool. Did I mention I love this particular music soundtrack of Doom? It's for E3M1. I love it. For some reason, I call this music sort of perspective music, if that even makes any sense. It's sort of that music that seems to paint a bigger picture of things. Like you could imagine the world spinning or something, just showing a backdrop of everything. You don't just give the whole truth, you are the whole truth. Okay, that's hilarious. Like I said, I have not played Blood 2 because it didn't work on my computer, so I would not know. The funny thing is, with games that released around the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox era, it's actually better for me to play the GameCube version emulated than it is for me to try to play the PC version, because games around that era tend to not work so well on PC. You basically have to hack the crap out of them, especially if they're games that aren't that good. There's a mod that overhauls it. Would it allow it to work on Windows 10? Very well. Because if it doesn't allow it to really work on Windows 10, then I really can't use it. Not to mention I was doing the Month of the Fool, so I was trying to basically get the crappier versions of games as they were infamously known as. That way it would sort of add to it. Because if you try to fix things and make them much better, then that kind of ruins the point of it being the Month of the Fool. Ah, I see. Cool. Well, if I just want to try it for myself, not just for a Month of the Fool, then I can do it for that. But, yeah. I actually played the N64 version of Daikatana for that reason. Apparently the PC version, especially when you get a mod for it, isn't so bad. But that wasn't the point of that month, so I used the N64 version because apparently it's so much worse. Oh, okay. Crap. That was unfortunate. That I was getting lost there and drowning and whatnot. Okay, let's try to get out of here before we start drowning. Thank God. This mod gives you dual miniguns. Interesting. I think Serious Sam 4 gives you that, or at least access to that. But then again, the original Blood allowed you to have a dual weapons power-up, which was pretty badass. Although, one thing I really liked about Blood is that it made your rapid-fire weapon a Tommy gun, which is just awesome. I love Tommy guns. They just have a really cool design. Maybe it's the drum barrel. I'm sure without the drum barrel, it would just look like a regular rifle, but that drum barrel really gives it style, you know? Not to mention you associate it with mobsters, so it looks that much more badass. You can imagine someone with a suit just shredding someone up with a Tommy gun. So cool. But then again, that's just me. I think Tommy guns are badass. What can I say? Ah, I see. Automatic akimbo. What's an akimbo? I'm not familiar with that. Or at least I've never heard of it. I might have seen it in a game, I just don't recognize the name. And I can't very well look it up right now, if you know what I mean. Was I supposed to go over there where they were to find a key or something? Because for some reason I seem to have hit a dead end here. There was probably something I missed in there. Knowing my luck. Anywho. Oh, the dual-wield power-up in the original was called the Guns Akimbo. I see. I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense. Kinda. Okay, I did leave too soon, didn't I? There's more to explore here. I was supposed to go in this one. My bad. Or maybe not, I have no idea. Oh, there's ammo here, that means it must be new. Let's be real, I'm an ammo vampire who sucks up ammo the second I find it. Unless I'm actually full on it, which is pretty rare, actually. So you can tell I haven't been here before. Especially because of that. Oh boy. Well, it's probably good that I'm getting slammed then. I guess it's good that I don't get too far away from them because it causes them to charge at me, which is even harder to dodge. Come on, you piece of shit. Oh boy. That was great. This, however, is not going to be. It's funny when both their sound effects go off at once and it sounds like they're having an echo. Echo. Hello, friend. There you go, friendo. Not enough ammo. I do not have any shells. I will. Coolio. Fair enough. I'm guessing the minigun wasn't one of them. Maybe they just felt it was too powerful or something. Oh well. I know GoldenEye 64 allowed you to dual wield. In fact, the funny thing is you could do a glitch where if you got out of the menu and got into the menu as you were switching weapons, you could actually dual wield completely different weapons. And I know one enemy was able to dual wield completely different weapons, and that way you could actually dual wield the same thing that she did. Ah, I see. The howitzer was hit scan. Fair enough. But my point is, GoldenEye 64 allowed you to dual wield weapons too. Normally, only those of the same type, but if you used a glitch, you could allow the second weapon to be a different weapon than what your left hand is holding. And because one of the enemies, Xenia Onatop in the jungle, I think she had a machine gun and a grenade launcher dual wielded. So normally you couldn't do that kind of combination, but with a glitch you could. It's pretty interesting. Anywho. Uh-oh. Bastard. Dick lightning. Oh, jeez. Screw this. Just gonna shred you. It's probably not worth trying to shotgun them. It just takes too long and it's too risky. It gives them too many opportunities to hit you. Even with the nail gun, they get some opportunities here. Oh, and I saved at the worst possible time. Oh, shit. Oh, crap, it's still after me. It tracks you down too good for comfort. Also, I'm full on ammo for this, so maybe I should consider using it. I see. Ultimate screw you. Fair enough. Well, all I know is that the explosive shotgun in Duke 64 was an explosive hit scan. Really cool. Real shame that Samsara made it far less useful. Because in Samsara originally, the explosive shotgun replaced the super shotgun as it does now, but originally it used the shells, so it was really good. Even if it was obviously watered down compared to what it was in Duke 64, it was still really good that it used shells. It switched it to use rockets, which makes it far less useful. Because if you're going to use an explosive that needs rockets, why don't you just use the rocket launcher? Because let's be real, if you need a shotgun explosive, you're going to have to get relatively close to make the most out of it. And that makes it riskier for you because, you know, explosive radius to yourself. So it was riskier to use than the rocket launcher, but it only using shells made it worth it, I think. Once you start using rockets, you may as well just use the rocket launcher. No point. So yeah, that was a change that I did not agree with in Samsara. Doesn't respect radius immunity on enemies. Ah, I see. So the explosive shotgun could actually hurt the Cyber Demon more? I didn't actually test that theory. Of course, even if I had used it on him, I probably wouldn't have noticed that it took less. But, you know, I'm just not that observant. I guess that's one handy thing if I'm fighting a Spider Mastermind or a Cyber Demon and I'm using Samsara specifically. But other than that, it just seems like it's too much. It's too much risk, not enough reward. Fair enough. Forced AoE. I get you. I guess that makes sense. Although I know the Archvile's attack is basically a hit scan, and it doesn't do a forced AoE because the Cyber Demon and the Spider Mastermind barely take any damage from the Archvile's attack. I find it funny how they're giving you the lightning gun and ammo for it next to water. I wonder if they're doing that on purpose, just to sort of tempt you to use it. Well, fortunately for me, I already know what'll happen. You get fried. Who wants to see that? Just for fun. I'm willing to do it. Hold on. Let me just find a med kit. I know there were at least a couple that I missed. Okay, here we go. You want to see what happens when you use this underwater? As if it wasn't entirely obvious? When you use this underwater, this happens. The Gaming Junkie discharges into the water. Are you happy to have known that? You know, just for the 5 of you out there. Actually, scratch that. Probably less than 5 people are even watching this. For all of maybe 1 person. Yes, very shocking. A shocking revelation. It wasn't the lightning gun that killed him. It revealed the universe to him, and in shock, he died. That's what actually happened. Did you know that? That's really what happened. It revealed the secrets of the universe to Ranger, and he couldn't handle it. I see it's limited. Okay, then. Very well, then. I'm just going to grab as much stuff as I can before I take the plunge. Oh, no, I better try not to grab that because I've only got 2 shells of deficit. That would not be worth it at all. Fun stuff. Now I gotta make a choice. I saw a mod called Coterminus. It's a Half-Life 2 mod that not only recreates the beta, has been incorporated into the retail campaign. It's an uncut thing. That's pretty cool. Wasn't there actually a legal dispute because someone basically leaked the beta? I know Valve was apparently pissed off about that. And I know that with the Elden Ring, there was a leak, so they didn't show anything for a while. But that's a different story, of course. That's not Half-Life 2. That's just another case of things being leaked that caused issues. Yeah, you son of a bitch. Those guys suck. They're among the worst. Among the absolute motherfucking worst. This is supposed to be a secret. How's this a secret? It's a secret to nobody. Clearly. Oh boy. Thank God that I actually managed to avoid that. Damn, this projectile of death. At least I managed to avoid it. All it cost me was some of this quad power duration, but whatever. It's probably worth it for my health. Ooh, I can kill a shambler at least in the amount of time I had left. That's awesome. You remember when the Half-Life 2 source code got leaked. Valve is pretty generous with the amount of tools they give to their communities, you have to admit. I mean, they released Source Filmmaker for free. Other companies, if they even released something like that, I can imagine them releasing it as like some kind of commercial product, you know? Okay, that's what killed me. I was so focused on the side crushers that I didn't even notice the main crusher that was killing me. What an asshole thing to do. What the shit? How am I gonna stop that? I guess I gotta... Yeah, you gotta wait for it to go that way. Oh, fuck! How the hell? Not only are there crushers everywhere, but there's some goddamn shamblers too. Whoever made this level is really taking all the piss. Okay, screw it. Lightning gun time. You're gonna use that against me, I'm gonna use it against your stupid ass. I don't care if I have to burn through all of it. It'll be worth it. Just for your stupid ass to go down with me. Go down with the ship, baby. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hot diggity daffodil. Let's try to get through this now. I hope all this wasn't just some kind of secret, and that there was actually somewhere to go with this. God forsaken bitch. That's a bitch move, man. Real bitch move, man. I hate to say it, but a little bit of a bitch. Oh, okay. It just puts you into the lava. That's cool, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm a little pissed off right now, so I'm a little shaken. I can't really enjoy that properly. That's cool. Apparently, that's one reason why they actually changed the content, because of it being leaked. I don't know if that's for real or not. I'm sure they just decided that what they changed it to was better, but, you know, What they showed off initially was still pretty impressive for its time. In fact, they described it as for the first time you had shader effects like in Toy Story. Even though obviously at the time it was nowhere near as good as Toy Story. Even Kingdom Hearts 3 is better in some ways and worse in some ways than Toy Story, the original Toy Story. Overall, though, far better, but there are certain things that it has to compromise in that you don't have to do when you have server farms, hours to render. But at least it had better shaders to better motion, better image effects, post effects. Not just motion, but, you know, blurring and things like that, anti-aliasing. Apparently, there were indirect shadows. No, wait. Self-shadowing. Ambient occlusion. I think that's what it was. Because you could see it on Woody's hat. It was a little low quality. But it was there. And the grass. The grass on the original Toy Story looks especially bad looking back on it. It sort of looks flat. It was definitely a product of its time. It doesn't look like realistic grass. It looks like something you'd make in a 3D program. So not only remake the betas, but he also extend the retail campaign. That's cool. I might check it out eventually. And eventually is basically highlighted at that point. Because I still haven't finished the closure mod. I still got a ways for that. And I don't want to just cut and dry. I don't want to just cut and loose from it while I'm still in the middle of it. Because it's actually starting to get interesting. Because apparently Kleiner went crazy with the Borealis. And apparently the Combine wants to take it. And then G-Man shows up. But I don't want to spoil too much. It just gets interesting is what I'm saying. And I want to finish it off. Properly. Here you go, buddy boy. It's not finished. He's waiting until it at least reaches a playable state before releasing anything. Fair enough. Well, that's good. Maybe by the time he releases it, I'll have an opening. I get what I get why you did the idea because there are some cool mods out there, but I'm not sure if I'd stretch that into an entire month. I think it's better to just have Let's Play slots and do them over time. As if I'm being honest, I'd rather just do more general indie games than mods specifically. And besides, when I did the Month of Independence not that long ago in July, I actually did include some things that were mods, basically standalone mods that were essentially indie games. What the hell? What the hell was that about? Okay, it was that. Frick. Did not know it was going to fall down on me. That's the funny thing about these crusher ceilings. If they so much as graze you, you're dead. Oh no, it slapped across the side of my face. I'm dead. It's going to treat it as if I completely got crushed. Shit. Okay, there we go. Heh. Now that's one way to do it. It's a lot slower when it's picking itself back up. I probably could have just went under it, but whatever. Why take the risk? You don't have to be stupid about everything. And I'm telling myself that. Definitely. Oh boy. Wonder how much longer until I get the rune of this episode. If I'm not anywhere near the rune, then I'll just make another a live stream. And the guy who wanted me to do Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl might have to wait another week. Because I really don't want to stop doing this until it's over. It'd be a shame to leave something undone. Huh, in this case it was pretty much required. You have got to be kidding me. I'm sorry, but this is just taking the piss. That's all I can say. Seriously. What is with all the freaking Shambler spam? Is that really necessary? I don't think it is. I think you could find more diverse casts of enemies than just... Okay, there is a more diverse cast of enemies, but yeah, but still, it seems like there's just wave after wave of freaking Shamblers in each level. It just starts to wear on you after a while. I mean, yeah, I am killing them, but at what cost? Is it worth my sanity? I mean, who knows? I probably didn't have much sanity to begin with, so maybe I didn't lose much. There you go, buddy. Switching your weapon dynamically and falling into the lava. I was being smart, and then I had to be a dumbass. Because now I'm getting flustered. Shit. Okay, using 3 of them was definitely bad. Missing outright, definitely bad. Getting his attention before using the grenade, also bad. I'm learning a lot of things of what not to do, alright. Okay, I did everything properly this time. Bouncing away from him, also bad. Getting too close to him, definitely bad. I thought that might have been a secret. Funny how when I'm actually looking for secrets, it's never the secret. But if there was something that I wouldn't even have considered, it would definitely be the secret. Oh well. What the hell? Oh, okay. Gotta wait forever. And fall in, because I guess they didn't press the space bar well enough. Shit. What are you supposed to do about this? What the hell? Oh, okay. I see now. Huh. I know, right? Why can't the secrets just be out in the open? Another freaking shambler. I mean, he didn't actually see me either. It's kind of funny. He just sort of roamed around. I almost wonder if it's worth trying to get his attention or not. But explosives do half damage, so I guess I can't do that. Or shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just use the shotgun to get his attention and then nail him. Try to. Let's see if he can lightning me from this distance. Oh yeah, he can't. Actually have the advantage now. Sort of. This shotgun is freaking spreading like crazy. The spread is really bad. Nice. I just killed a shambler with minimal effort. I guess that's what happens when you have that much of a gain on him. What the hell? Okay, I guess you gotta jump on one of them and then somehow get on the other one. Not really sure how I'm gonna do that. Shit. Damn it. Damn it all. Crap. If I could just time it better, I could do it. But unfortunately, things are being a dick. The timing is completely off. There we go. There we go, baby. I mean, I missed that one, but who really cares? As long as I can get the next one, man. Thank God, it's over. And hey, that shambler is dead. I'm going to point that out because I'm actually happy about myself for doing that. That is my reward. Another shambler. That's my reward, all right. It's my eternal reward. Oh, shit. These things again. Phew. Okay, then. Hope they kill each other. Oh, boy. Damn, I don't have anything better than the shotgun. But, of course, explosives are no good against him. There. At least it's over for him. At least now I can use explosives again for what little I can without worrying about it doing half damage. Let's see if I can do enough splash damage to take them both out before I run out of rockets. Nope. Okay, I could. Sweet. It's worth a shot. And hey, it actually paid off. Freaking sweet, bro. I will respect one thing, the fact that Quake doesn't automatically switch you to the rocket launcher ever. Like, if you have rockets left, and you're using something else, and you're out of ammo for everything except the rocket launcher, it will actually switch you to the axe. Depending on what situation you're in, that might actually be better, because if you're hitting something up close, you don't want to switch to the rocket launcher, because that's just going to get you killed. Although it has no way of knowing how close you are to an enemy, so I guess it's better to err on the side of caution. But then again, if an enemy's far away from you and you switch to the axe, but then again, you could just switch to the rocket launcher yourself, and it's probably less risky than blowing yourself up in the face. So it's probably better overall, even if not optimally in every situation. I do have to give it respect for that. Unless you just shot out some kind of invisible line from you, like a hit scan, a tracer. I don't even know how you call it. You know what I mean. The invisible tracer that hit scan weapons use. If you could maybe shoot that out from every direction to see if there are enemies close enough to you, or even if you're just close enough to anything, maybe you could determine whether to switch you to the rocket launcher then. Like if you're far enough away from everything, then maybe you could switch you to the rocket launcher. Because then it would determine that, oh, okay, so you won't blow yourself up if that happens. Just a thought, though. I don't think the Quake engine is that sophisticated, though, considering it was made to work on pretty old computers. I think Quake released in 1996. Don't quote me on that. I know Doom 2 released in 1994. Ah, shit. Their lightning attack is that far away. It gives them quite a bit of reach. Damn motherfuckers. You douchebags. Asshole. Well, that's one down. See if I can get the other one. Oh. Well, his dumbass is just wandering all over the place. I guess it's a good thing the AI used the same pathfinding as Doom. Overall, it just goes for the single straightest point, for the most part. I think it is randomized just like Doom, so it'll try to get around nearby doors and shit like that, but other than that, it gets tripped up easily enough, so that's good. Oh, shit. There, thank God. I'm almost out of health, but at least I killed those two. Kinda hate those guys. With every fiber of my being, but that's beside the point. Nice. Not only did I grab that in midair, but I didn't take any damage either, which is a nice bonus. Freaking awesome, bruh. That's a stylistic way to grab it, I think. Could have waited for it to stop. Okay, that's great. Too bad that doesn't help me. Oh. I see. I see. I was gonna say that doesn't help me at all, but it actually kind of does now. Oh. I see. Bitchin'. So I just gotta do this. Freaking sweet, man. Pretty sweet. Ah, shit. Don't fall. Thank you. Nice. Now that's a secret. A secret discovered. I really need to look for more bloodied spots, because it seems like symbols that have blood on them are the ones that you can typically shoot. Or just red in general. Red for aggression. Oh boy. If I don't get the rune on this level, then, oh, I think that's the rune, actually. Okay, then. That answers my question. I might be able to finish it in this live stream after all. Good thing these guys don't take half damage from fucking explosions. Especially because they throw their own explosions at you. That would have been bullshitty as hell. Can you imagine if they took half damage from explosions while throwing their own explosions at you? That would have been messed up, man. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Well, this is the final level of this episode. I'm going to lose everything anyway, so why hold back? I need to use my best weapons against them. That is my best hope of winning. Then again, there might be something at the end of this that's even worse somehow. I don't know what they'll find that's worse than this, but I'm sure they'll find a way. These Quake developers are pretty clever at coming up with new ways to kill you as quickly as possible. Damn it. Okay, good. Good thing it didn't have to be a direct shot to finish it off. Oh, shit. Almost fell into the lava, I did. Because of the way it sticks. Ah, that's cool. Jackass. Son of a bitch. Oh boy. Just gotta stick it to them with a regular shotgun blast, I guess, and hope it sticks. I don't even have any rockets left. He's basically shooting at me freely. And there's very little I can do about it, too. It's a good thing I got this 100 health then. I need to get closer. Dick. Dick lightning. I probably could have jumped when I had the chance, but... Oh, Jesus. I'm out of armor, and now I'm going to take even more damage. While being unable to defend myself. Thank God I got it. Please tell me I'm basically at the end. I'm not basically at the end, am I? Well, I'm at the end of my life, for sure. Yep, I knew it. I told you I was at the end of my fecking life. Because these douchebags here. Well, at least I'm protected from one side. God damn it! I've only got a shotgun left and my health is getting a little low, don't you think? Okay, I'm getting the hell out of here. Screw this. Screw this honorable killing every enemy crap. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. I just want it to be over. Okay, I'm happy with not being the most honorable warrior on the face of the planet. Screw that. I got the rune. Get the hell out. That's basically my goal here. And I'm running up the clock so that I can allow this to fill up because it always goes too slowly for me to read. As you make it out of the trap-filled and hellish under-earth alive, you grab a firm hold of the rune of the stonemasons and bring it back to the machine. You have conquered one of the most heavily guarded and monster-infested military fortifications of the entire dimension. And you are now ready for any new challenge that Quake manages to throw your way. You're damn right I am. Now let's see what the final challenge is. I may actually end this. I'm guessing that this is the new area that I can now access. What the hell? Huh. How peculiar. What the? Oh, I see. Oh, shit. Shit. No, I did not read it. Please. Please let me read it. You dick. Before you send me in that direction. Okay. Now let's do this. Huh. The others are transparent for some reason. Wait, what the hell? The realm of cultists, the terror lurks below. Astrologers, strange horrors from beyond. There are more episodes! Oh, shit. I thought that it was over. I thought I had gotten all of them. What? I thought that was all of them. Was that not all of them? Was that only some of them? It's actually 6 episodes long? Maybe I should just go ahead and do Stalker. Maybe I should ask what you guys want. You know, for now. I mean, this episode isn't brand new anymore, so it's probably not that much urgency. And this guy really wanted me to do, Stalker. Well, shit, I did not know that this would happen. This was an unknown unknown. At least to me it was. I thought it was just 3 runes. It's like 6 of them. Yeah? Oh, you'd like for this specifically to continue? Well, I'll put it to a poll. Hope that guy understands. I'll have to figure this out. In any case, I guess I may as well continue either way. Jeez. If it's already starting with this, it might be even harder. This might be a real challenge right here. Better not spam shamblers on me again. Oh, Jesus. Doesn't even give you enough ammo. Well, okay, it sort of does. And I guess if you had let them hurt each other, it would have been even better. Well, it's just that. Well, I may have been given Stalker to play. So, given that, if I didn't do it, it would sort of be turning back on an agreement, but, well, I technically never said when I would do it. It's complicated. I'll have to talk things over with the guy. And maybe do a poll. I don't know. Oh, you son of a bitch. Real shame, though. I legitimately thought that was all it was. That it was just those 3 runes, and then you'd have to fight whatever came after that, and then it would be over. I wasn't aware. Clearly, I underestimated this a bit. And this even seems to be a higher bracket, given the enemies that are already available. You can alternate Fridays. Maybe. I'll have to see about that. Like I said, I'll talk to it with that guy. See if what that guy is cool with. If he really wants me to do it soon, then I'll just do it soon. After all, I do kind of owe it to him. But otherwise, we'll see. It's up in the air. I am enjoying this, even though I bitch about it a lot. But you know, that's what happens when something is really challenging. I mean, I bitched about Dark Souls 3 until the end of time. And this isn't anywhere near what that was. So, you know, if I can find enjoyment in Dark Souls 3 as I'm getting my ass kicked, I think I can find enjoyment here. Even though, seriously, spamming out Shamblers was a little bit much. Don't you think? Sorry, Fido. Can't be helped. I do love the aesthetic of this level, though. It's almost like ancient Greece or something. Yeah. God Hand was a little too much for me. Shit. Although at least I got to see Fat Elvis off. He was honestly my favorite part of the game, if I'm being honest. I like him. He's a pretty cool guy. And, crap, what's his name? The main character, I forgot what his name was, because he's not the most memorable guy in the world. But the main guy, at least, said that if he wasn't a demon, they might have been able to be friends. So, Fat Elvis was a cool guy. At least he seemed respectable. He actually got pissed off when his minions just haphazardly threw a corpse into the grave without respecting it. So it shows that he has morals on some level, even though he was a demon that wanted to conquer humanity. He mostly just wanted to eat. There you go. Friggin' zombies. You know it's terror time again, and let's see, and you know, and you're gonna, I don't even remember the lyrics. And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. That's what it was. Anyone know what that song is from? You got any ideas, Gary? I know where it's from. I'm just seeing if you guys know. It's a pretty good movie. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. That's where it's from. Good song, too. At least I think so. It was basically new for the Scooby-Doo series at the time. Or at least I would imagine. I think it was the first one where it was actually real. Or at least part of the movie's plot was that Fred didn't think they were real. He thought it was a fake, the zombie that they ran into. And they kept trying to pull the mask off, so to speak. And then its head came off completely. It's real! Watch your step. Yeah, watch your step, alright. Holy shit. Can I get down there without taking damage? Oh, okay. Nope, it's not. But thankfully I didn't die. I'm surprised that I actually survived that. Maybe it's because it's water. I mean, I still did take fall damage, but it seemed to have been cushioned a bit. Maybe if you're in shallow water, it reduces fall damage without completely eliminating it. So that's pretty cool. But anyway. Like I said, I love the aesthetic. It's like, it's probably either Greece or Rome, although people argue that Rome inspired, I'm going to use that word, its architecture heavily off of Greece, so you could say either way. I would imagine it's trying to be more like the ancient Greece gods, so probably like that. You know, like Valhalla, and actually I don't even know if that's Greece. I might be mixing my things together. I do not know. I know Hades and the Underworld are Greece. I just don't know about Valhalla. I think that might be something else entirely. I don't know. It's something. Ah, shit. There you go, buddy. Now, feel free to die. Ah, okay, my bad. Norse is pretty much the God of War, isn't it? Well, you know, the God of War series. It's coming back to me now. Thanks. Oh, boy. Yo, son of a bitch. Whereas, I think Kid Icarus Uprising is definitely Greece because it has Hades in it. And Medusa, actually. Kid Icarus Uprising is a pretty fun game all around. Not gonna lie. They found a great way to reinvent Kid Icarus. It's a shame this franchise probably won't see the light of day for at least a decade or two. Because they really did good with it. And I think it was Super Smash Bros. That allowed it to gain new light, because when it was on Super Smash Bros. Brawl, they basically reinvented Pit and Palutena for that, and then they basically spawned it off into its own game. Probably because of demand or something. It was a really good game. I love the anime-styled humor, the references to Greek mythology, of course. And Hades basically just stealing the show out of nowhere was pretty fun. Especially because you would expect it to just be like the original Kid Icarus Uprising before there's a hostile takeover. And I'm getting so distracted that I'm giving these jackasses the opportunity. Well, I haven't really run into Shamblers yet, but these guys aren't good either, so... Yeah, I'm going to say that this is pretty damn hard, too. You son of a bitch. And this is also on the first level. Oh, cool. The ghost is just going to attack them. That's fine. I'm just going to go over here now. Oh, boy. And, of course, the big knights. The Death Knights, as they're called. Or as they're incorrectly called, Hell Knights. I can just call them Super Knights. Because it is the Super Nail Gun. It's like they're Super Knights. They're basically just super reversions of the original Knights. Although they shoot fire at you, so maybe hell isn't that. Jeez, look, it's like I'm being possessed because it likes to stick the keys. If you're holding something down when you save, then it just sticks it until you press it again and it unsticks it. That is definitely a problem with Quake specifically. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could replicate it easily enough if I wanted to. Dick. Okay, let me try it. I'm just going to hold down forward. And now I'm no longer holding it, and it's still doing it. Until I tapped it. That is definitely a Quake problem, not my keyboard. Did both of you manage to survive? How? You two were killing each other. What changed? Asshole. I guess they made up. Damn. The grenade launcher isn't going to do me any good here. This is bad. Ooh. If I can just get away from their explosives now. There. Now I have a way of fighting back. I have a straight shot. Don't have to worry about gravity. Gravity is always an inconvenient thing when you're trying to shoot things at a distance, you know? Something that just flat out ignores gravity like a rocket. Really good. Oh boy. Yeah, I was about to say, I probably didn't need a fourth one. I should probably only fire 3 rockets and then switch to the shotgun or something. Because it seems like at that point they're damaged enough that you could finish them off with something a bit weaker and save the rocket. Because rockets are pretty valuable for ammo. Okay. Give me some of this and let's see what's in here. Nothing. Awesome. I know. You just gotta push past it. That's why you gotta be like an airplane and always push forward. You gotta defy it. Or maybe that's a helicopter. Airplanes have to sort of go with gravity to some extent, whereas helicopters, they're like, screw you and your physics and gravity. I'm just gonna punch right through it. Whereas with airplanes, while they do go upward, they sort of have to bend themselves with gravity. Because if you go up too much, then it stalls out because there's no wind. You have to use wind to propel it forward. Whereas with a helicopter, it seems like it can just do anything. That's why it can land straight down. A plane, if it tried to do that, it would be a crash landing. So yeah, it's funny how that works. That is an advantage for helicopters. They're more diverse. They're more versatile when it comes to how they can move. But airplanes obviously have the speed advantage. That's why you're not going to have a commercial helicopter moving people around. That would take forever. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. Helicopters are mostly if you just need something to be more flexible about when it lands and takes off. Which, come to think of it, is probably why the military tends to use helicopters and not airplanes. Can you imagine if you were trying to do an airplane in a battlefield and you were trying to look for a good spot to land it on? You'd be a sitting duck, essentially. So that's cool that I got a super shotgun. Awesome. I'm happy that this is the thing. Just don't give me any shamblers. I'm probably going to jinx it. Oh boy. Dick. Lightning. I find it kind of cool how when you only have one shell left, it essentially just acts like a regular shotgun. It prevents you from having to switch weapons. It's just efficient like that, because whenever I have an odd number of shells in Doom, it makes me want to switch to the regular shotgun and fire off a shell, just to make sure that I don't have any problems with that, because otherwise you'd have to switch back to the regular shotgun once you only have one of them. But here, the super shotgun just acts like a regular shotgun when you don't have enough. I like that. It's very efficient. And hey, if you somehow had the super shotgun but not the regular shotgun, it would give you that functionality, I guess? That makes any sense? Although I am reaching the end of this live stream, and I'm definitely not going to be able to finish this, so there's no sense in really extending it, so I think I'm just going to start giving my outro now. This has been fun. Oh boy. Ultimately, I think that other guy has more than earned the right to tell me what he wants me to do next, so I'll have to clear it by him first, but I might be doing Stalker for a little while until I'm done with it. Then I'll go back to this, if that's the case. So either Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, or more Quake Remastered, Dimension of the Machine will be next week. Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, Monday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Zelda Skyward Sword HD. That is the one certainty. And as always, I do news and video game reviews now Thursdays at 6 p.m. The next one will be a news video next week. I also do Let's Plays every single day, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You can always subscribe and grenade that bell icon if you don't want to have to keep track of time zones. You just want to be notified automatically. A like always helps and is very much appreciated. But I just hope you genuinely enjoyed yourself, and that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like death of everything and their bloody, gory bits. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and very pleasant day. Isn't Doom music amazing?